Kashar, everybody. Welcome to a slightly different episode that you normally get on a Monday. I've been having a social problem with both PSN and Fallout 76, which is why the subscriber special is not happening today. But don't worry, I sent the requests out. It might just be a little bit delayed. It might be my internet. I don't know. But I'm going to be doing basically a public service thing today. I'm going to be teaching you possibly the fastest way to make caps in the game. Apart from, just like junk selling stuff online IRL. This graphic that I made took me an hour. This will be the path that we'll be following today, the route, and we will be making healing salves. This is, like I said, for existing people and new people who are going to be getting into this game through Wastelanders when it comes out and stuff. So if you see this, congratulations, you are part of the Fallout 76 community now. If you're already part of the Fallout 76 community, congratulations, you're part of the Fallout 76 community. But healing salves, right? I can sell a single healing salve for 5 caps. You're like, it's not a lot. I can just bulk sell some junk, weapons and stuff like that. Yes. Now, remember when I said that this was possibly the fastest way to make caps? Technically, I think it is. Because from one run with both the green thumb perk, now these are necessary steps for this thing to be the most beneficial. The green thumb perk card, the chemist perk card, and I think it's called the big sale perk card, which increases the amount of stuff, the price of the things that you can sell to vendors. So, on average, you will make somewhere between 600, 650, 700, or at a push 750 in healing salves at the end of this. So the chemist perk, for the new people, what it does is when you make something at a chemistry station, instead of making one of them, it makes 2 of them, so your resources go further. And the green thumb perk, every time I pick up a flower, so every time I'm picking up a sunflower, you'll see there's a little 2. That is because it gives you double of what you pick up. So basically, I'm picking up 2 sunflower, and from that, along with 2 bloodleaf, which is the other ingredient, I lost my train of thought for a second, you can create 4 of the healing salves, which straight off is 20 caps, and at the beginning of the game, 20 caps is, it's easy to come by, but it's also beneficial for basically doing no work whatsoever. So, from this entire run, I said you'll be able to net yourself about 700 to 750. That is at a push, okay? That is if there's like a verdant, or whatever it's called, season going on where there are more plants, and if every single plant is there and has not been picked already. There is a little glitch that happens where you will go up to a plant that looks like it can be picked and won't be picked, like right here. You just kind of saw it right there. I can't pick it because it's technically already been picked. The reason for that is when you pick a flower, it registers you have picked the flower. When you move out of its render range, it resets itself, but doesn't give the flower loot. It doesn't reset that until, I think it's 24 hours. 24 hours. No, 24 hours was for the caps. I can't remember. It resets itself every half an hour, I think. But I was thinking of the caps for every 24 hours. So, following this route, at the minimum, and I'll say this, at the minimum, you'll get about 300. Of each, 250 to 300, which, as we said before, when double it is 600 or 500, depending on how many you manage to get. Sometimes you can get more. There is a little bit of an extended route that I'm not going to do, which can net you the upwards range of the 750, which, the upwards range of 350 to sometimes 400 of both the bloodleaf and the sunflower, which basically means there's about 200 in the area of each, because remember, double it. So as I'm just speed running around here, you can fast travel twice. Okay, you can fast travel from this location back down to the agricultural facility. I do that. It's a little bit faster. You can just run it. So if you're a new person, this is also a good way of discovering the map locations. And as you can see, I got over encumbered. This entire run took me half an hour because I got over encumbered and kept having to, drop stuff, plus eating, drinking, and the side quest that I have of picking up Nuka-Colas and the just random stuff that are around the place. By the way, if you are a person who makes alcohol, you can follow this same route, just starting from the agricultural facility instead of up at the overseer's camp, and you can get enough snaptail reeds, to make sugar, which you can use to make vodka and stuff. Yes, so it's a beneficial route because you can make quite a lot of stuff. I tried to launch a canoe right there. Don't ask me why. I do that every time I come across a canoe. But by the way, in the process of doing this, I was also eating a bowl of meatballs. So I occasionally just stop because I'm eating. But also copper. There's quite a bit of copper around here. As you can see, I also sacrificed a chest piece. Yeah, it was nothing important. I've got my armor now. It's like almost full stealth armor, so I'm perfectly happy with this. So as you can see, we come up to Helvetia, which tomorrow, I do believe, is Fashion Day. So hey, happy Fashion Day if you're watching this tomorrow. Or on the day of Fashion in maybe like a year from now, or 2 years from now, or 3 years from now, or 5 years from now, or 20 years from now, or how many years from now, depending on how long the human race survives. Oh, trying to do that in one breath was a bad thing. But there is a little bit of it, as I mentioned earlier, there's a little bit of an extended trip to this. So, if you, when you get to the end of this video, sorry, not the end of the video, the end of this run, and the end of the run is coming up. If you get to the end of the run and you don't have enough, this is what you can do. You can continue all the way to the broken dam just outside of the Charleston Capitol building. Between the ending here and the Charleston Capitol building, there is no bloodleaf, but there is a few sunflower on the grassy roads, okay? Don't bother picking them up, it's pointless. You will pick up more than enough sunflower than you will bloodleaf doing the run so far. The only reason to do the extra part of the run is to pick up more bloodleaf, because bloodleaf is scarcer than sunflower. It's kind of weird. So what you do is you get to the broken dam just outside the Charleston Capitol building, and you follow it down all the way to the bottom. So you follow it through, you go back through that basin that's full of water where all the collapsed buildings are, go all the way through that to where the Grafton monster is in that ditch. Kill the Grafton monster, work your way down that ditch, keep going until you reach the end, which will be where the river is. All the way down at the end. That should net you enough to like even out your bloodleaf and your sunflower. But as you can see here, I managed to make 593, which is 2,965. The vendor bot cap limit is 1,200. There is more than enough in that run to have 2 days worth of vendor caps. So within 30 minutes I've made enough to sell to a vendor for 2 days worth to get full caps. And don't forget, you can go back and do it again and again and again and again and just make a bunch more and sell them at your camp if you wanted to as well. But yeah, no, there's the run. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm apologising for the fact that I couldn't get you the camps video, but you guys know the drill. Like, share and subscribe, and until the next time, 1, make sure you've got good running shoes on for this thing because it will kill your feet, but 2, stay awesome.